Good morning, everybody. This is Eddie J on crypto. I hope you're having a great day. So I was a little under the weather over the weekend, and I didn't have a chance to do my Sunday video. So we're going to do it today. So obviously last week was not a great week. We ended down, right? But what I will say is that we ended down, but we didn't end in a particularly bad note. Where we ended was, if you look at, and I'll show you in a minute, if you actually look at the band that, even Bitcoin is trading in, it's going sideways, and we happen to trade down within that band. So what am I expecting? Obviously, I'm expecting it to go up, or I expected it to go up. And what happened? That's exactly what happened. You know what? I'll show you now. Let's push that over. All right. So if you look right here, yeah, we went down, but then we went back up, and we started going back up on a steady basis, right? So when you look at right there, all right. So today is the 23rd. When you look at some of the things that are going on, you sit there and you kind of go, wow, where are we trading? We're trading within the same band that we've been trading in. All right. We went down and we started coming back up. Are we coming back up, dramatically? No. Right? Is that coin coming back up dramatically? No, it's not. It's going down and it's coming up and it's staying within a particular band. If you notice, I had an internal band and I had an external band, and we're trading right now within that smaller internal band. Down below that band right now, we're not going above that band right now. So when I look at that track, we're trading sideways. It's trading sideways, and that's the way most of the coins are trading. They're bouncing within a particular zone, within a particular area, waiting for another macro event. Okay? Now, there are macro events that happen. Joe Biden opened up his pie hole and, said that the United States would protect Taiwan, militarily. That's what we're committed to. But then, second breath, he says, well, we're committed to, a one China. And I sit there and I just go, you shouldn't have opened up your mouth, right? That's going to cause problems. And I'm seeing the ramifications today. It is causing problems. He's in Davos right now, or he's in Japan right now, and opened up his mouth about something, and you could see the ramifications. Now you're going to get more anger out of China. And, they're going to have to go try to fix that. But, China's not exactly innocent in everything that they've been doing with market manipulation and everything else. So you start to pay attention to these things and you realize we live in a world of turmoil and we're moving sideways. Okay? We really are moving sideways. So we're waiting for things to kind of break out where the market feels that it's sure of the direction that we're in, whether that direction is down or up. The market is waiting for a clear signal that that's where we're going. If we hit a recession, that I heard somebody talk about, heard a few people talk about that. That's actually a tailwind. And I'm sitting there and I'm kind of going, that could be true. Either way, I think once the market figures out where it is, where the economy is going, the market will then react. Then the market will kind of say, okay, have we overcorrected? I think you have. Is it a time to buy? Another macro event could actually be real estate, right? And everybody's wondering, why am I talking about these things and not crypto? So hold on. So if real estate was to correct, right? If you notice, all the real estate prices have skyrocketed. Well, you're going to see the ramifications of mortgage rates going up, the availability of housing, and how many people can actually afford those houses, right? So when that happens, you start to realize, the market is correcting. Is there going to be a big bubble burst, or as much as there's a hole and air is seeping out? I think it's more of a hole and air is seeping out, right? People that could afford to buy homes did buy homes. People that couldn't afford homes, maybe there's an effect, but I don't think it's the same thing as way back in the early 2000s, like what was it, 2008 or something like that. I don't see it at that level. I really don't see it at that level. I think people are a little bit smarter about what they're doing. Something else that people are not paying attention to are, the younger generation is making money and they're paying for experiences. And those experiences can be paid for in many, many different ways. One of them is crypto. You can travel to certain parts of the world where it's all actually on people's list. So you can travel to different parts of the world and realize, holy moly, I can pay with crypto. I don't have to worry about losing money flipping Forex, flipping my dollars to another, through an exchange to get local fiat and then losing more money on the way back. So when you think about those steps, I can pay in crypto. That means I can travel almost anywhere, whip out my crypto wallet and bing, 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 pay for food, pay for lodging, pay for enjoyment. So when I sit there and I look at this, I just kind of go, there's a lot to look after as you move forward in the marketplace. Now, if you're looking at crypto as an investment, you buy and you hold, you wait for the market to go up. But right now, everything is on sale because nobody is near their all-time highs. Nobody's near their all-time highs. So there are a lot of sales that are going on. And I've been saying this for a while. There are a lot of sales that are going on. But if you notice, the stock market has been dropping, has been taking hits and hits and hits and hits and hits. Crypto has been maintaining a specific kind of space. It doesn't mean that it can't go down. But my belief is that if it does go down further, it's going to pop back up hard. And there are different studies out there. Do your own research. I keep telling you that. Do your own research. There are a lot of studies out there that would point to that. There are a lot of charters out there that are saying, listen, we could be in that space because there's a lot of pent-up energy. There's a lot of tension in the spring right now. And sooner or later, it's going to give and it's just going to spring. So what I'm doing is I'm paying attention to what particular coins are having what kind of movements within a particular space and then going from there. Okay. So if you're actually looking for, an investment, like my kids are looking for an investment, I'm looking for an investment. I'm looking at the crypto space as something that I think is going to give back over a longer period of time. It's just that right now, to me, is almost a perfect time because I'm going to see a lot of projects that are unworthy drop out. I'm going to see overzealous, DeFi projects, drop out. Like right now, who is it? What is it? DeFi Labs? Let me look up my notes. Delphi Labs is looking to shut down because they dropped their Mars protocol dropped, or their TVL, total value locked, dropped 99% to like $2.6 million. So imagine you had about 200 million in total value locked, and now you've dropped down to 2.6, and you sit there and you just go, eee. That's one hell of a drop. So yeah, you're probably thinking about getting out. So when I started looking at, the DeFi space a long time ago, you started realizing, well, some of these rates are a little high. Some of these rates, they're really crazy. Well, now you start to see what happens when things go a little crazy. Because how are you making money? So I'm giving you this kind of information instead of my normal, here's some news that's affecting the markets, because I didn't have a chance to do this yesterday. It's my outlook for the week. And, turn around and looking at the past and seeing what's going on, and then turning around and looking how that's looking for the future. I'm seeing a lot of things, a lot of infrastructure moves. You had Cloudflare saying that it's going to have a bunch of validator nodes. You have a lot of infrastructure being built around crypto, or where crypto is the infrastructure. Goldman Sachs is using crypto to maneuver money around the world all over the place. They're doing direct investments in crypto. Do you think this major international bank is going to do anything that's going to jeopardize the money that they make? So when I hear all these people, like the European bank president, talking about, crypto is worthless, stop spewing BS. Just stop spewing BS. You're worried that you're not going to be able to control your fiat, that your fiat will give way to crypto, and that you're going to have an issue. You're going to have a freaking issue. Regulate the space as you think it should be regulated and move on from there. But don't talk crap about, what you don't know about. She's looking at crypto, and I'm looking at the technology. I'm looking at the utility of it all. I'm looking at who can leverage it. I'm looking at who's involved. I'm looking at all of these different things. But those that are against crypto are going to continue to be against crypto, and they're going to continue to talk down about it. They're going to continue. It's like sort of like, you know, how people were talking down about the internet. Oh, I'm never going to buy anything off the internet. Yeah. Ask half of those people, what would they do if Amazon said, we're never going to sell to you again? They'd have a freaking heart attack. I'm never going to use. Yeah, you never is a big word. It's worthless. That's a big word. That's a very big word. When I look at projects like USDC that are, asset backed, real assets, that's a stable coin that's asset backed and gets audited. No, they don't pay me or anything else like that. I'm just doing my research the same way you should. I want to grow my bag. I'm sure you want to grow your bag. So looking at that research, I'm like, is it really worthless? Some of these things are really backed by assets. Some of these assets are being leveraged. Right? Look at MicroStrategy. They have value in their Bitcoin holdings enough where they can take a portion of their Bitcoin holdings and go get loans for them. So they're able to leverage value that's there. Worthless? That's a big word. It's a stupid word in this case. Right? Do your own research. There are some really smart people out there that are saying really the wrong things. I don't think the European Bank president is a stupid person. I think they're very, very bright. Very, very bright. I think from a political perspective, they have a problem with crypto. From a political perspective. But when you look at crypto and you have, nations that are looking to do their own central bank digital coins, well, what the hell is that? Well, that's crypto. It's just a government-backed crypto. It's their fiat. So as I look at how governments are using that to get involved with SWIFT and all that good stuff, and how SWIFT is going to be testing, there are 5 coins. There's a video that I did a little while ago. There are 5 coins that are currently ISO 222 compliant. That's a standard, and that's the standard that SWIFT is using. So imagine if you can point to a coin like Algorand or Ripple, and you go, well, they're ISO 222, compliant as well. I can move money via those networks the same way I can move money via that network. Which one is cheaper? Which one am I going to use? Excuse me. And you start to realize, well, the infrastructure is already laid out. The infrastructure is already there. And it's growing by the day. Adoption is growing by the day. I had a really, not heated debate, but I had a really good debate with my little brother. And my little brother was like, man, if I can pay in fiat, then what the hell am I going to pay in crypto for? And I said, you know what? You'll be one of those people that I'm not trying to sell to, that I'm not trying to do business with. With crypto. Do you want to buy my services or buy my products? Sure, pay me in cash. Sure. But will I incentivize people to take the crypto route? Absolutely. Because I will get more of my money. That's the whole point. I will get more of my money if you use crypto as a vendor. I just get more. I get more value. That puts more money in my pocket, puts more food on my table, makes me rethink my pricing model, and it pushes me to do more as I offer more. If I have to keep paying credit card companies fees for almost nothing, except holding my money so that they can make money off of interest, I'm going to easily look over here, right? So if the United States government moves to leveraging or using a digital asset, if I'm a part of a network that will let me do that directly, what do I need with a bank? I need a bank for very specific things, maybe. There's a place for DeFi. Delphi Labs is looking to shut down, but there is a place for DeFi. And you're going to see a lot of decentralized finance start to actually boom, except it'll be more sure-footed. The same way that you saw the internet and e-commerce bust And then from that, you saw a whole bunch of businesses that graduated from there that were more sure-footed. You didn't have so many wacky, harebrained ideas. You didn't. So those projects that fall by the wayside, thank you for giving way to all of the projects that mean something, that do something, that can help. When I look at how, Akon is looking at, digital, he's a music artist out of Africa. And he's saying, listen, cryptocurrency can really help Africa as a nation, as a continent, rather. Yeah, it can. It really can. I did a video a couple of weeks ago, and I said the same thing. I gave an example of how it is currently helping. So when I do my research, it's things like that make me say, okay, I'm going to buy. What am I going to buy? What's my DCA strategy for each one of the coins? So my overall DCA strategy, the budget that I'm going to use, and then how I'm going to slice that budget between the coins that I'm interested in. When I look at the volatility of cryptocurrency, I was talking to a friend of mine, Philip Artis. I think he's over at Vector. And we were talking about, the volatility of options, stocks, crypto, and all that stuff. This guy is really knowledgeable. Love this guy. And we're having a debate about what's going on. And we're sitting there and we're kind of like, there's so much going on and people are not understanding what that actually means. And I found it to be very interesting in that there's just as much volatility or risk, even better. There's as much or more risk in options than there is in crypto. Now, if you're somebody that trades options, you're sitting there going, oh, no, there isn't. No, you actually know that there is. You just might be good at trading options. But there's greater risk at using leverage, because that's what you're doing when you're doing options, at using leverage to earn money. Because if you miss, you're responsible, right? Same thing with crypto. So is there more or less risk? So when I hear about, oh, there's risk, yes, there's risk in every single asset that's out there. So do your own research. You can listen to people like me, that regular people that are just bringing you along the journey like I am with my kids and helping them understand what's out there. So that when somebody speaks to them about, oh, you should do this, oh, you should do, IULs and da-da-da. Understand the fees, understand who's actually making money, understand the stage that you're getting in, understand the asset value, understand what you can do with that asset or not. Do your own research so that you can come to an understanding about what you're doing. So for me, for my week going forward, there are specific coins that I'm looking at, right? I'm looking at Algorand, I'm looking at Avalanche, I'm looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum. And the reason why I look at Bitcoin and Ethereum is because those are my baseline coins, right? I can get to I can invest in almost any coin from those coins. From a stable coin perspective, the other coin that I'm looking at is USDC. It's not that I'm going to hold money there. It's that I will pay attention to the pairings that it has so that I can use that as a vehicle to go get what I want to go get. I also pay attention to the pairings that various coins have and how those pairings work, right? Because I might make more money trading from one coin to another based on value pairs. So that's something to think about. All right. This is Eddie J on crypto. I really do hope you like what I'm doing. And if you do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. That lets me know that I'm doing something that's helping people, that my perspective is being shared amongst others. I would greatly appreciate that. And don't forget to actually hit the notification bell so that you know when I'm dropping another video. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.